0% mortgages have arrived. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Well, it's finally happened. People have been making the joke about zero money down and zero payments for 30 years. Well, we've pretty much got 0% mortgages now. So let's have a look at this article from Bloomberg. So Danes get 20 years 0% mortgages. 20 years 0%. What? I mean, can you blame people? You know, pay nothing. At least they're not paying the people to take the mortgages. You know, wait till we start seeing that. And people don't seem to think we're living in a clown world. People still believe everything's going to be okay. I mean, this is just crazy. They've taken away the value of time. It shows you that what they're giving you is this fiat rubbish that has no value, no intrinsic value. It's only used as a mechanism of exchange, and they can create it out of thin air and then enslave you for future taxation to pay it back. This is what scares me about the MMT people. They may all sound nice and happy, and it's the same old socialist rubbish, fill you full of dreams and happiness and debt jubilees, and then it's just more and more government encroaching in your lives. That's what it is, everyone. Just keep that in mind next time you hear it. So, the country with the longest history of negative central banks rates is offering homeowners 20-year loans at a fixed interest rate of 0. I'm sure you'll be paying fees and all these other charges that'll give you an effective interest rate a bit higher than that, but still, I mean, there you go. Who wouldn't want it? So maybe Australians, we should go there, get these interest rates at 0% on a mortgage, and then, cash advance it on the house over there somehow and get the money and just stick it in a bank account here, and boom, you'll be making, 0.55%. What's going on in the world? Customers at the Danish Home Finance Unit of Nordea Bank can, as of Tuesday, get the mortgages, which will carry a lower coupon than benchmark US 10-year treasuries. We're living in a clown world, everyone. Denmark stands out in a global context as the country to have lived with negative central bank rates longer than any other. Back in 2012, policymakers drove their main rate below 0 to defend the krone's peg to the euro. Since then, Danish homeowners have enjoyed continuous slides in borrowing costs. So, their currency is getting worthless then. Negative rate since 2012. So they've been doing it for 8 years, for nearly a decade, and it hasn't worked. So, of course, with these Keynesians, if something doesn't work, you just double down. You just do it again. I mean, that's the problem. You're stuck in a trap. Are they ever going to be able to lift rates up? Well, the economy will get normalized for 20 years for 0% rates. What's going to happen? How's that going to affect the property prices over there? How much debt is that going to slug people with? How much are they going to borrow that they shouldn't have otherwise? And then what happens if rates ever go up? Oh, it's just crazy. The once unthinkable notion of borrowing for 2 decades without paying interest comes as central banks shy away from rate hikes. No major Western central bank is likely to raise rates this year, according to Bloomberg's quarterly review of monetary policy. Deutsche Bank, Denmark's biggest lender, says it's also considering issuing a 20-year bond with no interest. Who the hell would buy a 20-year bond with no interest unless you think that there's going to be negative interest rates? That's the only advantage of a 20-year bond with no interest. I mean, you're losing money on inflation anyway. It's a clown world, everyone. Banks in Denmark first issued 20-year bonds with 0% coupons a few years ago, as investors looked for a safe place to park their money, drove down rates in the Danish mortgage-backed covered bond market. This is the first time since then such a product has been returned to the shelves. Demand is there, Lisa Bergman, chief housing economist at Nordea Credit, said in a note. The bond is likely to price close to a record high, she said. What? Why? I guess, we're living in a clown world here today, guys. 0% interest rates for 20 years. I don't know what to say. It's coming, you know. When will we have negative? I think there were some people showing photographs of how they actually received a payment from getting their from their mortgage over in some of the Scandinavian countries. I think it was Denmark. So there you have it, guys. Would you sign up to a 20-year bond or 20-year more? Well, first up, would you get a 20-year bond if you're getting no interest? Would you buy it? So what is that saying? If people are buying that over 20 years expecting no return on their money, what do they think is going to happen to the interest rates in Denmark and around the world? Would you get a mortgage for 20 years at 0%? Would that influence the amount you're borrowing? Do you think people will borrow more? What is going on in the world? So time now has no meaning. And you can see why people are flooding. They're flooding to other currencies. If we jump over here, we can see gold is at $19.50 and silver is up as well at $27.59. There you go. And if we look over here at coin market cap, we can see the cryptos. Bitcoin is at $34,000. People are flooding. Ethereum, $1,100, which kind of sucks if you have to move around tokens based on the Ethereum blockchain, but that's life. There you go. So people are flooding into things of scarcity, into more traditional assets, precious metals, crypto, or unusual. Let's have a look at the markets, and we can see here, well, the NASDAQ, what is that sitting at? There you go, still 12,000. Is that an all-time high? It can't be. Oh, well, yep, it is at an all-time high. We're living in a clown world, everyone. It's just crazy. And let's have a look at some of the exchanges. US is 77 Australian cents, 72 New Zealand cents, and 132 Great British pounds is a US dollar. So you can see it's all over the place. Guys, the US dollar is not doing too well in some countries, and others it's doing better. Still, 0% interest. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. If you're a fan of the channel and want to help support the content I cobble together here, there are a few ways you can. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. You can buy merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, everyone. I'll see you next time.